from my point of view, it's been a cracker of a season, but I would say that, given that Daejeon were near the top of the tree, not quite the Angels of Gwangju, mind you, but let's start with the positive. Let's start with the nice list. And Michael Redmond, who do you have on your nice list, please?
I'd just like to say I did not agree to Christmas puns.
Hey,
I feel like it's once every podcast I say I don't agree to this. We'll start. I'll start with my nice list. Both on the pitch and off the pitch, fan-wise, I'm going to go with Gimpo FC. It's first season in the K-League 2, from being coming in, and we all panned them at the start of the season. Oh, they're going to be bottom of the league. They're going to be the absolute whipping boys. They ended the season in 8th place, below Solihull. I'm going to add that, but they got 41 points in 40 games, and people who like the EPL and the Premier League, 40 points is survival for most teams in that case. They just came across a little bit fearless when they played teams. Sometimes it didn't go right and they'd lose 3 or 4-0. However, they beat big teams. They beat Gwangju. They got some very interesting results in the first season. And if someone from the outside looking in, if you told them this is their first season in the K-League 2, they might not believe you. They might go, no, they're seasonal pros. They understand what the league is. They can get it well. Just talking a little bit off the pitch as well with Gimpo. You all know I do travel around Korea watching Solihull away. Gimpo fans are the nicest fans in the league, personally, in my opinion. They're just so nice and friendly to you. I've never seen it where the away fans will clap the home fans or the away fans for coming to Gimpo or being in Mokdong, for that case, Solihull. They're generally just nice people. So for my case, the fans and the team make my nice list.
Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, it's like you said, first season in the league, and they weren't down the bottom scrapping it out for the wooden spoon. So, yeah, very respectable. All right, Mike Brandon, how about you? Who's on your naughty list? Sorry, nice list. Who's on your nice list?
On the nice list. Well, I found that myself quite difficult. All the points Michael just made about Gimpo are certainly fair enough. Nice kit as well, I think they've got there as well. But to be honest, I'm actually going to go not too far from home at all, and I'm going to go with our very own Ansan. And the reason I'm going to say this is because of they made that landmark moment of fielding 4 foreigners in a single match. So I think that was quite a big step up, really, for considering the K2 on a global or international level. Certainly as foreign fans and the increased foreign interest in the K2 through Ansan, and as now we've all seen the Instagram followers and stats like that. But to actually see that, not just having foreign players dip in, dip out of the team and actually utilizing them was quite interesting. And also, an extra caveat was Kang Soo-il also was on the field at the time of those players as well. And so I put that piece out earlier in the year on him and what it means, actually, especially for people in my position. Korean football is a big part of, I think, certainly identity for me living in Korea. And, as you start families and that, I think it becomes even more important. It's for the same reasons I follow teams in England, the same reason I follow teams here. And as Michael has said as well, when you travel around Korea, you get connections that are really unique in this country. And to actually see that, seeing a more international presence, I think was a great step forward that Ansan have shown. It's not turned into results, but I would say that. And also, the Ansan actually averaged one of the worst attendances this season, but they did manage to get, I believe, over 4,000 for the last match. So also seeing that teams can turn it around and actually get a crowd together at this level, it gives me a bit of hope for the K2 continuing to develop. I mean, a lot's going to happen with this. Is it Neva who are moving to the PPV model in the future? And we'll see how that changes fan engagement. But certainly, I think Ansan, despite the on-field calamities, I've shown a couple of positives that I'm very pleased with there. So they'd make my presence under the tree for this year.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I mean, we'll be hoping that Asnari is going to be still at the club, or still in the league at least next season, given his impact on and off the pitch. Like you said, Mike, on Instagram, certainly with Ansan. I mean, I think they might have been just pipped in early December by John Book because of their Chogyu song content in terms of number of Instagram followers. But yeah, it's certainly been noticeable that the impact that he has had. Well, for me, I think I'll stay close to home as well. I'll go with Daejeon. It's been a reign that's been dear to fans of Daejeon. That's Lee Min-sung, the manager, who avoided the sack last year after disappointment, falling short in the playoffs. But he's definitely made it on the nice list for Daejeon because they scored 71 goals in the division in 2022. That was the most. They overcame their playoff jinx. They hammered Gimcheon 6-1 on aggregate in the playoffs. And also they got their recruitment right with Ju Sejong. He came during the summer. Renato Kaiser, he got injured, but his arrival brought competition and brought the best out of Gong Min-hyun, a very experienced number 9 at this level. Then, well, their recruitment, obviously, in the winter before that, their guardian angel in goal, Lee Chang-gun, and then the 3 wise men at the back, Choi Yu-min, Kwon Han-jin, and Kim Jae-woo. But Christmas puns aside, they played good football, attacking football at times, and they managed to, like I said, put last year's jinx behind them and get the job done finally and return to the top flight.